Hi everyone, I'm Priscilla Wernight, CEO and founder of Be-novative, and today we will talk about what can we learn from SpaceX's rapid prototyping technique. So let's see. Let me introduce you to a methodology that has completely subverted an industry that was operating unchanged for 50 years. And this methodology also allowed a small tech startup to actually catch up with NASA in only a decade. The methodology that led to success is Agile Innovation, the company is SpaceX, and the industry is Aerospace. Let's have a look at what agile thinking means to the company. First, they are purpose-driven. So they have a very strong purpose and mission to make humans multiplanetary species and colonize Mars by 2030. This is a very strong mission that even a kindergarten boy or girl can relate with and find pretty exciting. And it is also very tight in terms of deadlines, but we can imagine how hard it would take to meet all of these challenges. But the biggest challenges of all is that aerospace is one of the most cost-heavy industries. So how can a startup compete with a 22 billion state budget organization, NASA? And the answer is through the agile development approach, saving time and cutting costs through validating and testing early stage ideas through rapid prototyping with 3D printing and with a recycling technique. They can do it with the build, measure, learn type of approach, which helps them to mitigate the risk, which is one of the highest of all, endangering people's lives, and also essential processes can get lost. And the hardest thing about it is we won't be able to tell whether an idea is good or bad until it's tested and validated. So before that, everyone in the company is encouraged to come up with suggestions and improve and take part in continuous brainstorming sessions, improving processes, and then validating the best ideas together. How can they do that? Let's see. There are 4 things that make SpaceX such a huge success. And the first one is called the 51% rule. So if internally they predict 51% chance for an idea to become a success and to be feasible, then this idea is going to be prototyped and tested. And it's pretty interesting because at NASA, this same ratio is around 80%. So under 80%, the idea has no chance to be constructed, even if it would turn out to be great after a couple of iterations. The second is prototyping. The efficiency of prototyping phase is enhanced by the fact that when 2 possible solutions reach this prototyping phase, both are tested and validated. And at SpaceX, prototyping happens in front of a glass window so that every employee would feel involved. And sometimes they even broadcast the prototyping phase, which is an absolutely contrary to what happens at NASA. Because at NASA, it's more like a secret lab that scientists and a few experts are hiddenly experimenting with new solutions. This open environment goes throughout the company because not just the prototyping and launches, but even the tests would go out to the public, and this way causes a kind of excitement, but also stresses out that at SpaceX it's not one single time that they are looking for an absolute hit and breakthrough, but it's more like how to embark on a journey together, how to get more people convinced that every single step of the way we will learn something and we'll do something better. Sometimes it's really funny that they even sell their failed tests because this is how other people and companies can learn from it. And the third one is recycling. It's one of the most exciting because SpaceX made history with reusable rockets. And it's particularly important because this is how they could eventually lower the implementation costs that was the biggest barrier from entering the market. So it is pretty safe to say that SpaceX made history in April 2016 when they managed to bring back the first stage of the Falcon 9 space rocket after this rocket was successfully launched from the launch station in Cape Canaveral, Florida. And then in December 2017, for the first time, SpaceX blasted off both a rocket and a cargo ship that have flown before, which is a step forward in the company's goal to lower the cost of a space flight. And the fourth one, the final one, is focus. Because overcoming challenges could only be possible by focusing on what matters the most. And for Elon Musk, this is about how to bring back people safe to Earth, how to make the astronauts come back to the International Space Station safe and sound. According to Musk, this is all everyone is thinking about. In every single idea, every prototype, every test and validation concentrates on people's safety first. And if we are able to find out what are the drivers for our business and we can align it with the purpose, then we can also achieve the most, even if it's the most incredibly difficult market in the world and if we are trying to question the status quo. If you know what is the thing that will really move the needle for your business instead of just doing hard work, then it would make sense to build, iterate and learn about the validation and learn from the tests. So then you shouldn't be sad if the first trial won't succeed or the second trial won't succeed. You should keep up because you have to know that at the end, if you have enough creative self-confidence, then you will eventually nail it. And it's pretty normal and typical for everyone, even the most successful entrepreneurs, to do lots of trials and errors until they finally find out what will drive success and exactly how to do it right. Be proud of your experiments. Involve clients, involve your employees, and empower them to always contribute with new suggestions and insights on how to enhance an idea or a working prototype, how to make them better. And with that, I would like to invite you to join our journey. Subscribe to our channel because new videos on design thinking techniques, agile innovation, and workshop facilitation techniques and methods are soon out. So see you next time. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.